Hey, what's up? My name's Rick Thorne, aka the Biker in Black, BMX Punk, RTB, staying rad all day. That's what I do, and that's me, Rick Thorne. Hello. As far as riding, I still ride. It's just not. I haven't competed in so long. I competed 25 years straight, and I just got to the point where I just felt like, I competed the X Games 9 times and toured the world and did all this type of stuff with riding that I just wanted to do other things in life, but not stop riding. That I'd reached a point where I could pave my own way with it and not have to compete. Because a lot of riders, they have to compete to have a value. Not necessarily, but I'm saying like to have sponsorship value and stuff like that. And so for me, I started a band, and my band's been doing rad. I've been touring, playing a lot of gigs, opening up for a lot of big bands, recording, and then I've been hosting television and events for years, so I still host and do appearances. But a lot of my big focus right now is to still ride. It was always therapy anyways for me. It was always for me anyways. But I still ride, and I go out and I shoot my own photos and do my own stuff with GoPro and stuff. But music and entertainment, I wanted to utilize my personality that might not have fit completely with BMX is standards of what personality is and isn't, and so I went my own way. The name of my band is my name.
Just simply Rick Thorne?
No, Michael Jackson. No, it's Rick Thorne. Okay, here's the deal. When I started a band, it was called Good Guys in Black.
Okay.
Now, when you're a pro athlete at my level and you start a band in Hollywood, people aren't necessarily about the music as much as they are as the attachment or what they can get or whatever. And I found a lot of insincerity and a lot of people quitting. And I went through 20-something musicians because I thought we were going to be like rah rah rah, let's do this. But the reality, it wasn't like that. Music's a whole nother different industry than what I'm used to with BMX or with television or with acting or etc. And so what I did was I thought I didn't want to come out with the band and be like, yo, it's Rick Thorne band. People like, oh great, another athlete trying to be in a band. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm glad that it happened the way it did. With it started as Good Guys in Black, but the second I changed it to my name, I book more, I hire a band, I have the liberty or the freedom to hire whoever I want whenever I want, and I could record with whoever to write songs, which is kind of makes sense for a person like me, because when you're in action sports and you create your own brand or your own style or image or whatever it shall be within the sport, you're a solo artist. I'm not relying on anybody except my headphones. I don't need anyone else. I mean, I love being around people, but I can pick myself, self-motivate and go do it. I don't need anyone. And as much as I would love to have that grow up as a band thing, I think it's easier for me to say I'm not going to miss a show because someone else is in another band. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's not a negative thing. It's actually was smart for me to do. And I actually hire some of the same dudes that was in Good Guys in Black. It's just that we have a different relationship. I pay you to play the show, you wear the clothes, and they're actually perform better because they're getting paid something. They're not believing in my vision. Does that make sense? Because it's hard to get, I can't expect 3 people to come with my vision that I just met that want to make it in the music industry and not pay them a salary or something, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of hired guns in Hollywood, so it's smarter for me. The reality is I've learned a lot of things through BMX, the confidence to do other things, because when you ride and you create something and you learn a trick and whatever it takes, you're like, wow, really boost your confidence. And the music, the reason I started a band was this, and I'll be brief about it. There was a time in the sport where I had gotten a lot of exposure from Tony Hawk's video game to MTV Cribs, but what came with that was a lot of envy and jealousy from my industry. And I've always felt like I've had more of a personality than the sport might allow itself to have, which I think the sport should do whatever it wants, because that's why we started riding. There was no rules. But the reason why I started a band was because I wanted to have a voice to voice how I felt and who I am as a person. Riding is part of that person, And so riding gave me the confidence to start the band, and all the things that had happened and trickled at that time to go, not trickled, but had just the circumstances that led me to go, you know what, the time is to be in a band. I mean, I wanted to be in a band when I was 7. And I used to listen to the Cats in the Cradle on a Green 45. And I dreamed about being in a band then, but I wasn't born into music, I wasn't born into sports nor entertainment. So BMX was just the easiest way to get out of the house to feel like I could express myself. That's what writing's always ever been anyways, to me. It's like it was just an expression of like, I wanted a voice. I wanted to be heard for who I was, and writing gave me that. And writing still does. I have my fans and the people that admire what I do, and the groups of people that say, wow, okay, this dude's still doing it, which is rad. But I wanted an actual voice. I wanted to be like that dream as well. So writing definitely helped it and led to it. And all the circumstances that led up to it was perfect. And the fact that I went through a band and to hire a band, all of it's awesome. I'm stoked. I'm stoked where I'm at. And you keep learning from different things that happen to you in life, but you keep your mind on your dream, and then all the other stuff just falls to the side. You know what I mean? So to answer your question in long form, BMX also has helped me to work on my car. I should have paid attention to my dad, but I didn't. I was too busy riding. Or it gave me confidence to help raise my kids. Or it gives me confidence. It really helps me feel good, and if you feel good about who you are, then you have the confidence to do other things. So it's just a state of mind. Writing's always a state of mind to me. It helps me with everything. And that's why I still go out every day and ride every day.